because his mom, he says, how can you tolerate my son? He said, greatest pick of all time, Jim. And I am honored because you usually you don't get praise. I mean, people are jealous of what we do in terms of stocks, but this was a great one, and I am very proud of it. But it's all in Jensen, and Jensen could not believe that no one believed him, but I did.
You did.
I remember he had this thing in his office about, it was a car going around and around. I said, what is that car doing? He goes, I'm trying to solve black ice. I said, how many times is that car? He says, that's my 2 millionth time. Because Jensen, he's funny, he's whimsical, he's brilliant, he's the smartest person I've ever met. And he's lovable and kind.
Yeah. You know how hard it is for me not to go back to Wendy's and ask you about the Baconator? And that's not.
No,
I'm not
I'm
gonna do
fine.
It. Same sales never good.
We just had,
You're not good.
my wife just had the Baconator 2 weeks ago, and I said, you know what, this is even better than the Egg McMuffin we had 3 weeks ago. Look, we're kind of, my wife's from Queens. She's from 160. She's from Flushing, okay? And all she cares about is a good meal.
So I knew this was not going to follow this outline. But so Jim is here. Is this your 8th book? I remember Confessions of a Street Addict.
Well, that's the one everyone loved. My wife says, you got to do a new one. And I said, well, it's be tough because so much has happened in my life. But my wife read it when she first went on a date with me. And she said, I can't go out with this fat bald guy who wrote this book, and because the book just portrays himself as the worst guy in the world. But I was.
What I didn't realize, you, sir, Mount Rushmore of investing, and in my mind, you just are, okay? But what people don't realize, your road to get to where you are in that seat, to where you've been able to host Mad Money for over 20 years.
20 years.
You slept in your car. You covered the crime.
I slept in my car, but someone broke into my place. They stole my money. I was covering a sniper in San Diego. It's for the LA Herald Examiner. When I came back, everything was gone. And it was a different time. Now, let me explain why it's a different time. It was a time, I used to call myself the swashbuckler. You didn't think it was anything other than cool. Now, it's not. But when you're young, you don't have any sense, you don't have any fear.
It's true.
And it's like always you go to a bar. I used to go to this place called the Formosa, which was a really good bar. And you meet a woman, and it's like your place or mine. How about your place? And I thought it was hysterically funny, but I had no money. And they would tell me I could rove everywhere and then stay in a hotel. That was a big deal. But I saved during that because I didn't want to be poor, Brian. I hated being poor. And I saved everything I could. My father was saying, send it to Fidelity, and then ultimately send it to the Magellan Fund, because then Lynch started. And Lynch is part of what I'm saying here. If you take a look at what he said in One Up on Wall Street, this is the sequel, so to speak. Now, you can never really equal what Peter Lynch did, but it's how to do it now. You see something, you observe a stock, you are curious about it. You can go online now, as you know, and there's stuff that you can find now. You couldn't find anything out back when I started. You had to go for microfiche. It was 3 months old, and there was nothing that you knew about a stock and who knew the quarterly reports. Now I try to explain the quarterly reports. I even give how to explain a balance sheet. I tend not to want to talk about, they always tell you when I started, don't talk about the book because that's too, you're a hack. But I do want people to know that you can learn how to do stuff. You can learn how to follow up on the stock because it's now available. And you and I, if we were back working together, I think we would be saying, ChatGPT that. Give me a perplexity right now.
No, Jim, I need to listen. You talk about it here too. I need earnings calls. Those are the most best free assets that anybody can do.
And I tell you how to look at it, how to read it, what has to happen.
What do you look for in an earnings call?
Okay, well, first, I think the most important thing is what the CFO says after the CEO. And the CFO lays out the numbers, and there's no BS during when the CFO talks. If there is, to skip it. Like right now, for instance, Costco. Okay, Costco has a new CFO. It's no longer Richard Galanti, and he doesn't have the panache of.
I love Galanti. He's good. He's good. That guy was good.
Galanti was best ever. He was CFO for
awesome.
36 years there. But I just think Costco's come down because I think people keep waiting to be told the way that Galanti told it. And we've got this guy Miller Chip. He's fine. He's fine, but he doesn't have that kind of Richard would tell analysts.
He sells the story.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think people realize that, I want to do a stock because that's what people listen to me for. But I think that's the stock that I've owned it for my Travel Trust forever. But I'm actually willing to buy more at a higher basis. I typically never do that because the stock has come down to below 50 PE at last, and that's where that is where I've always felt that the late Charlie Munger felt it was okay.
Mm-hmm. Throughout the through line of this book, it's your dad, Eagles fan. I'm hitting you hard here, Jim.
Oh my God! He finally thought. Ryan, listen to me.
It started with him investing.
My dad thought I was such a loser most of my life. Most of my life, he said there was always someone better. It would be be Harry Gross on the radio in Philadelphia. He said, Harry gave me this idea. I said, Pop, how about mine? But Harry, there was always someone better. And then finally, I got this box for this at the stadium, and I walked in, and he said, Jimmy, maybe you're doing okay. And it was like I was going to burst. I did it. But Pop figures big in here because Pop did it wrong. And we lost everything on a stock called National Video, which was, they made vacuum tubes and putting a solid stake in it. And it was a guy, Jack, I'm not going to mention his last name, but he's a tennis player. And he told my father's brother to buy National Video, and then my father's brother told Pop to buy National Video, and it went all the way up, and Pop contributed regularly. You should have, if he had done any homework, you would have known that, but you couldn't then, that the company was challenged by solid state. But then it went all the way down, and he would come into the home, and he sold gift wrap, and the Chinese decided to move into gift wrap. They targeted all the companies he repped, but he would take a shot of wild turkey and then go in the bedroom because National Video was impossible. It just went down and down. Meanwhile, one of his closest friends bought Merck every day.
Yeah, Merck.
And Merck.
Hold on.
I mean,
so
say
Bristol
Merck.
Myers Squibb, Jim.
Yes, Bristol Myers.
Yes.
Bristol Myers right now is challenged. It's hurting my trust because this Cobenfy may not be working. That's the drug that is for schizophrenia. I'm worried J&J's got schizophrenia. J&J breaking out here.
Jim, it sucks. I have to go for a quick break, please.
What do you mean?
It sucks.
No break.
I will be right. I never want to break Jim. I didn't want to do it, but I got to do it. We got to pay the bills.
No,
we'll be right back on Opening Bid Unfiltered. Hold on. Are you ready to master the markets and, dare I say, become a better investor in the process? Yahoo Finance has you covered with our new full suite of original podcast content. Whether you're a seasoned investor picking up new trends or you're just starting your financial journey, we offer invaluable market insights and strategies from some of the most influential minds on Wall Street and the boardroom for key insights to help boost your portfolio, build your wealth, and make you a successful investor. Join us on yahoofinance.com, the Yahoo Finance app, your favorite streaming platform, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, Blake Anderson here to show you the Veggie Vortex, the 3-in-1 slicer, shredder, and sanity saver that spins veggies and more into culinary gold. Scan the code on your screen now and get yours with this special TV offer, because this kitchen marvel is pure magic. Watch this. Potatoes, boom, chips in seconds. Hash browns so fast, the Pancake House is going to start calling you for tips.
Order up.
Cucumbers, perfect slices for salads, sandwiches, or slap them on for a quick spa day. Ready to really go nuts? The Veggie Vortex chews through nuts like an over-caffeinated squirrel. Someone say cheese? Look at that, perfect for pizza in seconds. This thing's fire. It's got a suction base so strong it clings tighter than skinny jeans after a big Thanksgiving dinner. 3 stainless steel drums. Slicer, coarse and fine shredding. BPA-free plastic, dishwasher safe. The Veggie Vortex will turn mealtime into fun time every time. Get sucked into healthier cooking with the Veggie Vortex. Scan the code on your screen to order now. Hey, Blake Anderson here to show you the Veggie Vortex, the 3-in-1 slicer, shredder, and sanity saver that spins veggies and more into culinary gold. Potatoes? Boom. Chips in seconds. Someone say cheese? Look at that, perfect for pizza. This thing's fire. Ready to really go nuts? The Veggie Vortex chews through nuts like an over-caffeinated squirrel. It's got a suction base so strong it clings tighter than skinny jeans after a big Thanksgiving dinner. Get sucked into healthier cooking with the Veggie Vortex. Scan the code on your screen to order now. Hey, Blake Anderson here to tell you about this. The Flash Force Tactical Flashlight. Stick around because I'm going to tell you about an amazing offer just for our TV audience. Or, if you really can't wait, scan the code on your screen now to check it out. Let me just tell you how great it is to have the Flash Force. It's literally like no other flashlight I've ever had. The white high beam LED is bright, super bright. You can see it from up to 2,000 meters away. Its built-in lithium battery charges up with USB-C, and it even has a level meter on the side to show you just how much juice you have left. The features just keep going. The telescopic zoom gives you a range of lighting options to light up an entire area or spotlight on something specific. If you hold the power button down, you get the side light. perfect for working in the dark. Push the button again, and you get a red and blue flashing light, which is really helpful for emergency situations. The IPX4 waterproof design makes it great for outdoor adventures. I love having one around my house, and of course, I keep one in my glove box too. You can even use it as a power bank to charge your phone. And it's only available for a limited time, so scan the code on your screen right now to get your Task Force tactical flashlight today. Not a very good feeling, is it? I'm Blake Anderson, and if you've ever dropped your phone, wallet, or fries between the seats, you already know why I use the console catcher. It's a flexible insert that slides between your seat and the center console and stops everything from falling into that annoying seat gap. And when it's installed, that gap is gone. No more fishing for fries, earbuds, you name it. If you don't have one yet, scan the code on your screen now and get a console catcher today. Stop feeding the seat gap monster.
Welcome back to Opening Bid Unfiltered. Like I said, I'm here with a very special guest. Essentially the first person that gave me my start in this industry. Long time.
And you look great, man.
I'm High Rocks Jim. We'll take it offline. I'm training for a High Rocks event. I've really gotten into it. Helps my mind.
Well,
Mad
I
Money
gotta
host.
tell you that if I want people to know that this man, I never saw him sleep because he slept in the office, that he's extraordinary, an unbelievable journalist, and I'm so proud that we worked together. And I know that had we been able to finish what we wanted to do, Pulitzer was in mind for what I thought you could pull.
I'm not done yet, Jim.
Okay.
And of course,
That's right. You're
I'm
in a
not
place
done.
where you're going to get it.
I'm not done. And of course, Jim is the author of the new book, his 8th book. I can't believe he's written 8 books. How to Make Money in Any Market.
I took a break of 10 years because the last book, I was
heard
very
me.
unhappy. I was very unhappy. I'm not going to say exactly what happened, but there was a version of the book that had a huge number of errors, and they were telling me, listen, we can make it up in the second edition. I said, no, we're not going to do that. We're fixing it. And I remember, I was like, I thought I was going to